Just bangs on them. Bang, bang, bang every time. Welcome everybody to Bitcoin and the monthly candle close. Get your vibes up. I ruined that track. I should have stayed away from that one. That's only for the weekly candle close. No more monthly. Shout out to everyone here on the monthly candle close for Bitcoin. And you're here with none other than the Crypto Lifer, streaming 2 times a day, bringing you 4 to 5 hours of streaming power, uninterrupted, ready to go with full blasting energy, ready to bring it to you live. You know I bring it to you live. Shout out to all my lifers out there. We are going to do damage as usual. Bitcoin pumping a little bit on the 15-minute. A couple of moves have popped. Nothing crazy during the afternoon. Could have been a better day trading, of honesty, but not too bad. Everyone kind of sideways waiting for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. But we'll see. Do I look any different than this morning? I don't know. Let's take a look at what's happening here. I was looking at FCON. FCON, which is Falcon, Space Falcon. And if this thing can get some legs, it's a new, fun, interesting coin. Bit of a double bottom slightly forming there. If it can get some ways about itself and get a higher high, which it did, 1 hour's in some indecisiveness, but it's in a bit of a flag. bullish rectangle. So this is on my radar. I'm watching this closely. FCON. Just want to be nice enough to throw that your way. You're sitting at home, and this could go all the way down and turn into a dumpage. Anything is possible. Always have a stop loss. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Chart this yourself. Research this yourself. And if you think it's worthy of your beautiful mind, then take a gander. If it's not, then move on away. It's completely up to you. Thank you so much for the $4.99 from Produce the Beats. Appreciate you. Let's jump on into the chat for a second. How are my lifers doing? How's everybody doing on the end of January? We're making it through this winter. A couple more months and I can get back to spring and do what I love to do. Garden and jump up and just have a blast. Shout out to everyone here, 120 people, 76 likes up on the live. Shout out to Crypto MUSER in the game. My man. And jump on into Crypto MUSER. Check out his channel. He's growing steadily, making videos every single day. You go to here and you type in Crypto MUSER and you hit the thing like this, and then you see an amazing channel with this gold coin here, and you see all this amazing work. 161 subscribers. By golly, Gio, he's on his way to 1,000, my friends. 161 is closer to 1,000 than he realizes. Your first 100 is super hard. Congratulations. Look, getting 30 views now. Look, 238 views right here. Ooh, getting it with that algorithm. That's how it starts. Just keep making bacon on the beach, baby. Just keep making bacon on the beach. Crypto MUSER. I love you, man. I love you, baby. I see you, baby. I see you. Shout out to my peoples. Shout out to my lifers. I love you, lifers. I love you, lifers. Nothing can stop us if we know we are great. Nothing will stop us when we dominate. And nothing can get in our way if we never use hate. Forever together, we will battle through this. The thick and the thin, we will feel in the bliss. No matter what, no matter how, together we thrive. Because I know how to be alive 365. I love each and every one of you lifers. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here from the bottom of my heart. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the monthly candle close, shall we? Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Like gentlemen and gentlewomen, like proper people of the nation. And let's take a look at Bitcoin on the monthly candle close. What a glorious day to be alive, to watch a monthly candle close for Bitcoin. And we got our levels to watch of the monthly. But bam. So the monthly candle. Here it is. It's an ugly candle. 3 months straight of pain. Look at this, 3 months. When's the last time we had 3 months straight? Not even in the bear run. Isn't that crazy? Oh, right there in the bear market. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Isn't that crazy? Even in the bearish of a bear market. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why these crypto winners aren't as bad as people say. Like, look, let's break down a crypto winner. All right, yeah, it comes down from the lows, and fine, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fine, it's 16 months of pain. I mean, it's horrible. But what I'm saying is, there's some green months in between. There's some sandwiches. There's some ice cream sandwiches in the game on the way up, But I want an ice cream sandwich right now. Who doesn't? Oh my God, they're so good. But they're processed food, and I can't eat that unless it was homemade ice cream sandwich. Like Nikolai made some chocolate, pancake buffet thing, and then he whipped up some ice cream from raw milk. Then maybe. He was a chef at one point, Crypto MUSER, just so everybody knows. And he still is, in my humble opinion. He may not cook in the kitchen, with an actual staff and like one of those big walk-in freezers and stuff, oh yeah. I would go in. I was the worst friend. No, I wasn't the worst, but I would go in. When your friend owns a restaurant, it's so hard not to eat all the food, especially when all I do is eat all the food wherever I go. So I'd show up to his place and I'd ask his brother yo, can I get a meatball? Or 2 meatballs. And then I'd see him and I'm yo, can I get a meatball? I'd eat 4 meatballs. But the meatballs were so good though. So anyway, let's take a look at Bitcoin in the monthly candle close. Enough talking about my buddy Crypto MUSER, but he makes me happy. You should have people in your life that just make you happy. Just when you think about all the times you've hung out with them and you're like, every time I hung out with that person, I had a smile on my face. Person makes me happy. Now, what's funny is we always talk about, you know, my old scenario, and my old thing is, you know, whenever you're trading, you got to get back to the 21-day moving average before you can pump to the upside. What if this was the 1 minute chart? What if it was just the 1 minute chart zoomed in? Everyone bugs out because it's Bitcoin in the monthly. But if this was the 1 minute chart zoomed in, we potentially could say that we bounced off the 21 right there, and we could be on our merry way to the upside, you know? Measured move would be about $80,000 for Bitcoin on the monthly. Actually, wait, no. You could even say it could be this long hold. I'm just trying to find the most exaggerated measured move possible. Funny because it's the monthly, it like doesn't let me stick. Okay, $101,000 Bitcoin. Finally, some type of measured move, and a little more if we could really get this off the line. Not too shabby. What's like $102,000 Bitcoin? $103,000 BTC. Not saying any of this is guaranteed at all. So I just, you know. But again, everyone's talking about a double top. Everyone's talking about a double top, but is anybody talking about a double bottom with the measured move to the upside? Now, I saw this the other day, but I hadn't revealed it to the group because I thought it was so cool. I would wait for a good night to reveal it. I feel like tonight is that night. No one's drawn this yet. I have never seen anybody project this, but who's to say? Who's to say? I mean, a double top is just as sexy as a double bottom, is it not? Also, double tops occur when you're super, super high on the stochastics RSI. Where are we on the monthly? We're down low on the Loja, baby. The last time we had a nice little bearish market, which was beautiful, right? So we could be getting a bear market there. Kind of scary, but that's the USD chart. There's way more information on the bigger charts, but I just wanted to keep it clean. But ideas, oversold on the monthly. Is there any type of bearish divergence or bullish divergence of any type? You know, and when you take the monthly, you can swing to the upside here. And if you take this little section, you swing to the downside, okay? If you extend it, it's this and this. And I'm sorry to say, folks, but I've traded that many times. And that is called hidden bullish divergence, and it tells me that the trend could continue to the upside. However, you know, I could be drinking the Kool-Aid. This could be a double top pattern. So, all eyes aside, again, it could also be a cup and handle. And that's when people are like, well, TA doesn't exist. Doesn't, you know, you don't know. We will know, though. The smaller time frames will reveal as we break higher highs and higher lows. And we'll be the first. See, the thing is, no one knows for sure. But I'll tell you right now, as traders like me and groups and trading groups like me and people that are obsessive compulsive about the technical analysis, we will know before everybody else. Trust me that. Like, no one can predict the bottom exactly, but I'll tell you right now to everybody's face. Me and my group will know before 90% of the United States, 99.9% of the United States, we will know more about the bottom than a lot of other people will. And we will be jumping in on that bottom and eating it. So that didn't sound... Yeah, I just... So bad. So bad, you know, like... I just didn't like... I didn't like... So bad. Yo, man. I just keep thinking like it was so organic, like I didn't think about it, like, and then I caught myself. I was like, yo, man, yo. Oh shit. Oh. My goodness, what a laughter. Okay, so, dude, organic. Oh man, it's organic. Lifer on some. I thought it was okay to eat double bottoms for blow off tops. Oh my gosh, man. So wrong. So the daily is overbought, and this is what has been worrying me so much. Okay? Not worrying me, but you know. But again, as I suggested one time in Bitcoin's wonderful career, it did something pretty wacky. And again, another thing is, it hasn't been this low on the RSI in such a long time, like only when we bought them. You know, I started buying BTC down here, 33K, 34K, 35K, 38K. I've been buying over and over and over again, just nibbling and nibbling and nibbling a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. This is an indicator of 2022. We are in for a treat. Falling volume in this Gregory the Sniper, man. Did they sell that at Whole Foods, man? Andrew Sulo, man. It's so funny, man. Geez. My goodness, man. So this could be a rising wedge on the daily. It is a rising wedge on the daily. There's a 68% chance of a break to the downside. We're colliding with the 21-day moving average. Could be a rejection. What would be that point? I mean, we would come back down to this trend line, right? And sweep the lows, the 30K lows, which everyone keeps saying. We will sweep the 30K lows. And you know what? It's very possible we sweep the 30K lows. Stochastics RSI, come on down here. It's very possible. All right. Sad to say. You can't believe any of these pumps until one of these pumps gets above 44K. Because that's really, look, that was your nasty rejection point. You can play around with these areas, but that's like, you know, this is big resistance here, 44K. And then even then, you could get up there and you could just like get rejected by something interesting, and you could make like a sad rejection there and then just never make a higher high above 51. Even on top of all that, we could pump up here and we could get rejected by 59K at this rejection point here, roll over for a lower high. And this would just make a lower, okay, you know, so until honestly, and everyone will be like, oh, he's a bear. No, I'm not a bear. I'm just teaching you how you should trade any market for any reason. Like pick anything, rice, natural gas, Tesla, like anything you've ever thought about trading. And do this exercise. This is an exercise. We're doing a mental, technical exercise right now. All right. So here is, if Bitcoin can't make a higher high above this previous high at 69,000, right? Then previously make a rejection back down and low, and then boom out and low, and basically start a new uptrend. Okay. Start a new uptrend. So what you don't want is Bitcoin to go here and make a lower high, and then come down and make a lower low, and then make a lower high, and then confirm a bear market. So are we in a bear market? It's like we're in the beginnings of one. Is there a miracle toss coming? There could be. But I'll tell you right now, like if the miracle toss doesn't get us above certain regions, then then it's going to be a Hail Mary that got swatted down in the end zone. Okay? And I'll tell you what, the first region we really need to get above is this 44K, right? In the next week or two, like we need to see 44K, in my humble opinion, for us to really start something going. We start getting rejected by this, there could be some downside, you know. I could also build this story for you here. We could be making somewhat of a pattern like so. Check this out. Sorry. I've seen something like this occurring, and it could be possible. Okay. I'm going to zoom in. I will not forget to zoom out. I said it out loud. Hope I don't still forget it. So what are we looking at? Right there, right? Or right there. Possible inverted, right? something here brewing. We'd end up getting rejected by this trend line, which would make sense, right? There's your previous zone. Some chop right there. Could even bring this a little lower. But it could get hairy and scary. Really need to break above 44K. And you can see how big of a deal 44K is. And with stochastics as high as they are, it just doesn't seem to make sense. Okay. So daily time frame, bearish to me. Right? However, I showed you the one crazy scenario where we were extremely bearish here. See? Even here, we got high and we would just, but now we would eventually dump, but it was right here. Right here, we would get very high on the daily time frame. Get extended. But start moving up while we move down. Okay, it happened there, and it also happened right here. It also happened right here. And this is way back. Way back. This is like November 25th. Okay. Let's zoom in here and see what's going on. And let me just delete the MACD. And just leave the Stokes here. I guess I can't get the Stokes on unless I zoom out. But what you want to see is this movement up. And like as we're going up, we're just like ripping. Absolutely ripping. See that? So daily time frame. Okay. Here we also went down as we went sideways. That's what we need. That's what we need. But it's kind of like a Hail Mary. It's like a, it doesn't happen a lot. It's like you know, it's an offset oscillation of price action and stochastics RSI, but it can occur. Okay. So, where do we stand? Well, we make the case for 44K up here. Like, I like to put things in little worlds. Like right now, we all know 44,481 is a big deal. And like, we can worry about 60K, 59K and all that, but we know we need to get above that before anything else. So like, we can live in this small world. What I like to do is I know where I'm at on the big scheme, and then you got to live in the small world. So like, once you know where you're at on the weekly, daily chart, then you figure out where you're at on the 4-hour chart. Right? I tell you what, man. I'm very particular about everything in my office and where things are placed. And anyone moves anything in my office, I'm like light stand right next to a thin monitor, like not a good look. But people just, you know, certain people. Look at this. So this is what I'm seeing. That's an ascending triangle. Like, it's what it is. But it can be bearish. It's a bilateral pattern, meaning it has a 50% of going either way. So what we want is the 1 hour to come down here and bounce off of here or here. Right there, bullseye. And continue out, right? 4 hours kind of spent. You know, it got to move, but it got rejected by this bigger line, and like it really had to get above 39. Like we need a daily candle close here. So now the 4 hour is going to roll over on us. The only good sign was last time the 4 hour rolled down, we made a low right here. 4 hour rolled down, we made a low. 4 hour rolled down here, and we made a higher low. This would have to occur one more time for this to continue. We'd have to see the 4 hour roll over, but make a higher low. The 4 hour makes a lower low. We dump out of this pattern. And honestly, there's a 50% chance that that's your measured move out. That's 31,400. So, I'm showing some signs of bullishness. Everything looks cool, but it also, has at 38,33333. Every time I look at things, you're on the 333. I know you've seen it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, it even stayed there long enough for everyone to see it. But so this is what we're looking at, hands down. And like, you can textbook this. Like, you can go to any school of technical analysis and they'll show you, like, the man is showing you a ascending triangle, and he's teaching you that it's a bilateral pattern. That's not continuation nor a reversal. It can go either way. Okay? And it's crucial that we make higher highs along the way. And we need to eject ourselves out of the pattern. Okay? So 38K, can it hold? Doesn't look likely by the powers of the stochastics. Extremely overbought here. So, I've been in this predicament many times. You're like, well, what do you do, Crypto Lifer? You just showed us a bunch of stuff. Most of it was bearish. Some of it was bullish. So, what now, Crypto Lifer? I'm a beginner trader. I'm confused. You have me looking one way and looking another, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. What is going on? So look, I put it in this bull flag. I did say that this looked very Bart Simpson-y. A Bart Simpson is a pattern that breaks right back down to the same way it came right back up. Okay. Usually does not stop at support right there. Usually falls down the length of the left side. Okay. This is a similar Bart Simpson here. Up, went sideways, down. See, it looks like Bart Simpson's head. This one looks a lot like Bart Simpson's head right there. This is slightly one up, sideways down. It's a slanted Bart Simpson. It's harder to see. It's harder to see. And then the one right here, this one right here is what's called an inverted Bart Simpson. Because if I put it upside down, you can see it's a Bart Simpson. Right there. So, thank you, 128 livers, 200 people watching. Thank you so much for everyone hitting that like button. Short on mana, dump it, baby. Yeah, I mean, it had a nice pump. Probably a nice time to open up a short. So I would watch this flag here, and if the flag can hold, we're bullish. I don't have much faith in it. My system is suggesting that we probably will come more to the downside than anything else, but we'll watch it closely. We'll watch it closely. So Bitcoin in this flag, and we'll see what we can do. If we can stay in this flag and stay above 38K and reset the Stokes, I would be amazed. If we can stay above 37,750 and reset the Stokes, I'll be amazed. Before the 21-day moving average comes and touches the price. We shall see. Our small time frames there for us, with the 15-minute being this low, and with some kind of falling volume and slightly falling price there, we could suggest maybe some action. All right. Let me put this into perspective here. Looking at something like this. Yeah, it's about a good length of my pole. Pause. And so we could get a push out. And there's a tiny little cup and handle in here. Could Sammy Cup and Heady strike again? Could Sammy Cup and Heady strike again and bang on him? Sammy Cup and Heady to the outside. He's running to the 10, to the 15, or to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Johnny Unitas. So, I mean, that's a possible cup and handle. Possible little breakout. Let's see. Can the 15-minute make some action? And again, it's still not really that amazing. 38.8, it's not going to do what we needed to do on the bigger time frame, right? And get us above, the only thing I'd be cool with at that point was okay, we may now have made some support at 38K, right? At 37.9, or, you know, even right there on this zone here at 38,400. So, no, what was it? No. Yeah, 38,033 on the, 38,000. So, or 38,268 on the 15 minute right there. Because look, we have some resistance there, and we've bounced off it a few times. So there's like your Hail Mary right there, cup and handle, but. And so I show you, there's your bullish way out, and there's a bearish idea looming, and we will see which one wins, right? Monthly candle was absolutely ugly and horrible, absolutely disgusting, right? Horrible, like absolutely horrible, right? It opened at 46,211. The high was 47,990. The low was 32,933.33. You think that's funny? These guys think they're funny, right? Like, they think they're funny, man. Look, the candle is no lie, like 32,933.33. That was the low of the candle. The close was 38,491.93. It was a $7,719.31 loss on the month for a 16.7% loss. Okay, almost as bad as this 25, or this is a 30. Is that a 35% candle? Amazing in 1 month. So Bitcoin can be vicious on the soul and vicious on the mind. It'll make you impervious to emotional damage, and it will make you mentally tough. Talked about being mentally tough on the stream, and honestly, like, you know, said my exact strategy is like, what do I do right now? Like, everyone's like, well, what do you do though? You have all the answers, and I'm like, I don't. Nobody does, but what I do. Don't go there. Don't even go. Stop. All right. All right, everyone. I'm sorry, but I'm out for the night. I can't take it anymore. Nah, I would never be that guy. Party on. Anyway, so. And total, which total boomed back up to 1.7. We haven't seen 1.7 in a good while. So some signs of life for total. But again, the bot Simpson looming. But again, you know what I've seen? I've seen this come down, and this just goes Sid's way. We want to go Sid's way. All right? There's nothing wrong with Sid's way when you're trying to make a buck. Sid's way, which is sideways, if anyone knows, but I'm going to coin that, going Sid's way. And yeah, so when something's going sideways, it's going Sid's way. I just think it's funny. And it's my thing. If you don't like it, it's okay. I understand. You don't have to like everything I like. We can be different in some aspects. I just think it sounds fresh. I'm going Sid's way. Anyway, it is forming a bull pennant. I have seen miraculous things happen when the 1 hour's up here. We could just go Baluka. Anything is possible. That's why I just trade the same way over and over again, because you never know. You could be catching a glory ride to the train, you know. So we're holding the support now at my big fat levels here. At 1.61 trillion, we bounced back up to the 1.7 and $11 trillion. But I don't buy it yet, but you know, at least it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. And you know what's interesting? You know what's really interesting? If I delete all my work, we're more green on the total market cap than Bitcoin. Isn't that interesting? And that's a bullish pin bar. And that's tweezer bottoms confirmed. Interesting. And we had a green month for the total market cap. the total market cap opened at 1.67. The high was 1.72. The low was 1.48, and it would close at 1.67. It would go up 5.4, you know, about 5%. No, 0.33. Oh, is that crazy? Do you see that? 0.33%. Right up there when I put it up there, when I'm up there, look, 33%, 0.33%. It was up on the month, 0.33%. Actually, no, this is the weekly, sorry. I'm sorry, these are the weekly candles. I was about to say the weekly. Yeah, how could the monthly be? Yeah. But it is less bearish than Bitcoin. A little less. Nah, 21% of the monthly. Yeah, we lost a chunk. But the weekly is looking bullish. Last time we had tweezer bottoms in the weekly. Tweezer bottoms in the weekly. Tweezer bottoms in the 1, 2, 3. 4 was no good, though. 3 was no good, though. So it doesn't always mean it's going to happen. But we need the reversal. I'll tell you what, though. EGLD getting some legs back up at the game, too. Now, when you want to accumulate these coins, too, I'll teach you something. Let's look at sand. We're going to go back in time a little bit here. We're going to go on the Magic School Bus together and go back in time over here. We're going to go back in time together to a little place called sand. When sand was just a little bitty coin, when nobody knew it was going to be big except for the lifer. When he told everybody in his group to buy sand. No. But when I said all the time that I really like these two coins, they were my favorite coins. Sand, ocean, and waves. Just because I was a sailor. And I said, hey, sand, ocean, and waves, baby. Sand, ocean, and waves. Sand, ocean, and waves, man. It gives me memories. Back when the group first started. When life was oh so simple. When life was oh so simple. My life wasn't always so complex. It was actually pretty simple. More money, more not more problems, but definitely more responsibilities. And like, your life will eventually be given away to whoever you choose to, I don't know, go on the roll with, I guess. I don't know what's going on, but the lifer role, like, you know, just what's going down. Just what's going down. If I'm losing you guys, I mean, like, in just in general, you know, in general, of what's happening in life, my life, you know. So sand is in a cup and handy here, right? Isn't that funny? That just came out of nowhere. It's weird. Look at that. And the weekly was coming down and accumulating on the lows on the weekly. And this is when everyone was bearish and it was nasty. Look, 3 weeks of bearishness. Sand went from 21 all the way back down to 11 cents. Everyone thought it was garbage. It was 4 cents. I bought it at 4 cents. It went all the way up to 91 cents. I sold it up in here figuring that was a good move. Right? Like when you 20x something, I didn't know you could 200x it. Then I should have known. Sand, man. It doesn't hurt because I believe in all things happen for a reason. But definitely that position I was in would be over $1 million right now. At $4 even. So. Because that was 100x. 100x is 4 cents to $4. I think it's even more, right? No, yeah, because 20. No, yeah, it's about 100x. Yeah, it's 100x. Crazy. Crazy. Moment of silence for the lifer who bought sand at 4 cents. And I'll make it. I'll make it. Promised myself I wouldn't cry. Oh, Jesus. Shouldn't have taken that action. But then again, you could have this cup and handle idea for sand. I just want to show you when everyone's bearish, the weekly's just nasty. And it's all like, it's just a bad, it's a bad time. It's a terrible time. But look what happened there. Look what happened when the metaverse broke out. Look what happened to that copper handle, eh? Oof. And now we're back here, where we were the last 2 times. And it was all bearish and horrible. And Sands even bounced now already from 260 all the way back down to up to $4. It's $1.40. It's almost up like 70%. I mean, that's pretty insane. And Sands showing signs on the weekly for accumulation. So the smart trader doesn't look at the articles, doesn't read into bear markets, doesn't watch a lot of YouTubers. The smart trader watches the weekly chat, and he dollar cost average in where it matters. All right? That's what he does, or she. He or she, binary, trader, maybe it's a bot. But the point of the story is to accumulate on the weekly lows, because that's all you got to avoid the market maker. All right? And then you trade like we do with swing bags all day long, but I keep 20% of a swing bag, and 80% of in my portfolio is like a long-term hold or something that I'm like speculating on or moving with. And I may shift it to 70-30 or 60-40 depending on the market, but for the most part. And then all that, I keep at least 50% of my portfolio, between 35 and 50 at any given moment in Bitcoin. All right? No, that's just, I'm not a financial advisor. You don't have to do anything that I do. I'm just explaining what I do. Those are my strategies for getting through a bear market. A hard time. There's hard times in bear markets. They bring out the accents because you need them. The hard times in bear markets, but we'll get through them together. Each and every one of us. We'll get through it together. My notification did go off. Mainly, it lets me do my thing when I'm busy, and I still get caught up on the market, usually 10 to 12 charts a day. Bitcoin broke down at my channel. The smart trader watches the W chart and DCAs when it matters. Yep, there you go, man. Is there a way to set notifications for volume increasing? Probably yes. You could set an indicator for it. I started with 3 months back in September and knew I would resign in December. Sand, ocean, and waves, man. Shout out to D. Kennedy. Thank you for coming on in. I don't understand how Bitcoin's by China and Russia came. China just dropped out of the mining game, though. They can't even do anything with it anymore. So they claim. We saw them all shut the miners down. It was kind of funny. They laughed about it or something. It was crazy. Bobby Franklin, the sun sold the moon Luna on the move. Love you so much. This is my second account, so I can see and hit the like button twice. Thank you so much, T-Cat. Appreciate you. Crypto Anon. Shout out to all the lifers up here. Preston Collins. Emotional damage. It's true. Enhancement to bring unity of purpose to a range of possibilities from physical to mental enhancement with wearables, embeddables, stimulants, brain gyms, and exoskeletons. Brain gyms with the promise of augmented virtual reality. Training sets could accelerate learning and in some cases challenge the tyranny of the 10,000 hour rule. Welcome to the tribe with the best vibe. Dane Kennedy. That should be D. Kennedy, right? Shout out to Dane Kennedy up in the game. Sam, you sound like me this morning. Shout out to Chrissy Fouts. I know, right? I figured you saw it already. Chrissy, why is Chrissy getting deleted? The daily is in a rising wedge, yeah. Thanks, Chrissy. Grace, Chrissy's been around a long time. She's cool. I hope we can work this out. I have no control over everybody, and we'll figure it out. Billy Bob, if you don't trade stocks, can you look at ACB? You know why I have a clause where I just don't look at securities for a reason. There's an actual real reason. So, welcome to the tribe with the best vibe. It's a winner, D. Kennedy. What's going on, Lifer fam? Shout out to Jamal Antonio jumping on in. Appreciate you for coming on in. All right. So just an idea, just want to go over the facts, the big ideas here. And the daily could dump on you too. But again, sometimes the daily is a small little move and you pump on up. We can just get a small little move. So we shall see. And that's why I set my alerts. It's not really about the bigness of the move. It's about just when the stochastics reset. And it's not about the timing. It's just when that actually happens. It's not about when it happens in your life. It's when it happens on the chart. You're absolutely destroying it, Sammy. Love you, mate. God bless. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa. I'm getting an itch to jump on some Luna. Let's take a look at Luna. It was looking really nice on the daily time frame. Like it wanted to pump to the upside there. I mean, yeah, even just pattern trading it. Like just pattern trading. Like down, up, right? We should just get a move back to the top of the pattern. Even if we're bearish on the whole idea and we get a lower high. All right. You really want to see Luna break out of this falling wedge here. Which I feel like it is. And we'll look at some market structure to see what it looks like here. It's in a bit of a falling, broadening wedge, though, which is a very bearish pattern in my humble opinion. Needs to get a push up to the upside. This falling wedge is a bullish pattern. Could break out 68% of the time. But then again, even if it makes it to the measured move, it could be extending itself sideways, and it's going to have to break 69, 66 area, which kind of coincides with this resistance and this resistance. So Luna's in a bit of a tough spot. That crash was tough. All the way 100 back to 50, right? So we shall see. And if you put this impulse to impulse, which we did earlier, it's like a 78.6% retracement. 886 actually. That's like the lowest you should go, but we shall see. It's the lowest you should go, but we shall see. I mean, nothing's guaranteed. XTZ fell out with the liquidity grab. I always see that little loop. All right, I was going to show you another quick gem I had planned for tonight. I got some news to go over. We had that Fed news from earlier, right? Cardano and Sunday swap. Bitcoin price. No, I had some other news. Where are you? Oh, here we go. Here we go. And thank you for the super chats. Thank you for everyone here. Thank you for the 179 likes, 219 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you being here. Look, the Superverse, the largest creator conference covering Web3 and the Metaverse. We talked about this the other day, but just want to bring it up again. And it will be 2/22/22 at the Dubai Festival Arena, hosting up to 5,000 people, including high-energy fashion show, live performances, multiple DJs, celebrity music performances from the BIA. I would like to get in on this somehow and fly to Dubai. It feels like it's not that far away. Shout out to D. Kennedy. What up, man? I'm looking good. Appreciate you. Now that's another Kennedy, D. Kennedy, huh? My portfolio, Mana, Matic, Gala, Shib, Engine, and Poly. What's your thoughts on that lineup? You're the man. Well, I don't give financial advice on people's portfolios at all. But I will just talk about each coin and what I think about those coins. You know, you do whatever you want with those coins. I don't really need to know. Again, not financial advisor. Nothing I could do and say, right, to influence you to do anything. Just showing you what I look at every day and going over the charts. You know, I hold Matic personally. I think Gala's the premier coin to have if you believe that the market isn't completely bottomed out. I believe Gala's a beautiful dollar cost average coin or something to look into. I own SHIB, and I'm holding a bag of SHIB on speculation, and a big enough bag where it could, you know, I can handle losing it all, but you know, I wouldn't want to. Engine coin, premier coin, back to, you know, Mana and Engine will pump together. And Poly, I don't know much about Polyswarm, Poly, not sure what Poly you're on, but all the Polys are pretty good, but I don't want to say anything. I'm not sure what Poly that is, again. But, these are just coins that I actually have. So I'm just, going over those ideas. Again, you do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. You could, nothing I do or say should be taken as financial advice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't have any thoughts on the lineup personally. I just, I do own Mana, I do own Matic, I do own Gala and Shib. A little bit of Engine. I wish I had more. I had a payment method on my Google and YouTube account. Anyone know why I don't have a super chat option? It's weird, sometimes I super chat and then it doesn't go through, which is weird. Wonderful monthly candle close. Shout out to Grace Ashley Harris. Thank you for coming on in. Render Airweave for save data on the blockchains. I like Airweave and it's been hot. It's been hot. So let's see what's hot today. We got Render, Vulcan Forge, Luna, HTR, Sol, Mana, Uni, RMRK coming back in the game, right? Filecoin, interesting enough. Or Phil, no, is that Phil? I think it is Filecoin though. Near, QRTO, which is a hot coin. I want to take a look at that. KD, Kadena, back to 6 beans. FTT, getting that big money extension too. Gala, right? So there's some movement here. Not a lot of movement, but some double-digit movement here. And then there's new coins. People, Whale, Time, SOS, Ocean, Jeed, Jeek. I haven't seen Jeek and Gaffy. Let's take a look at some of this fun stuff that we're looking at right now. All right. And that was the news from earlier today. So QRDO. Let's take a look at Corrido. Fell out. If Corrido could hold this level, look for a bullish consolidation. Couldn't hold that level. Fell back down, right? No bullish consolidation. I was looking for something like this, see? Nice bull pennant. Doing its thing. Holding that level. And then bang, bang, bang to 14. Fell out to the dump. So that I'm not too impressed by. Until it breaks above this resistance, I'm not really looking at it too closely, so I move on from there. Let's take a look at my baby Vulcan Forge, which was one of the hotter coins we picked out when it first came out, when it was like pennies, like $1 at least, like down here. See this? $1.46, $1.21. I mean, no one was even talking about it. Started accumulating it, looking at it. We were trading these coins. They were just, the explosion was insane. This thing went to $40, right? $48, and it did it like from September to December, like 2-3 months. This thing just did a 40x, 30x. Like, this market was pretty insane. It was like a fast 2-3 month metaverse period where there was like 50 to 60 coins that were premier that made it to the exchanges and popped. And then there was another, like, probably like thousands of little micro cap gems and all sorts of poo coins. And just, it was insanity. It was insanity. Like, it was definitely a bull run of sorts. It kind of went in waves though, and it went into different things. Like, it wasn't like the normal bull run I'm used to in crypto is just like everything pumps, and like it's just like it's like haven't really felt that yet. Maybe that's never going to be the case again. Maybe it's just a real market now. Maybe there's too much institutional money. Maybe it's more like the stock market. I'd hate to say that, you never know. But I believe the gains are faster and harder here though, for sure. So it's still better than the stock market, even if it is somewhat like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? I still think it's a better version of, if not, So, but that's just me. I could be completely wrong. But Vulcan Forge is on my radar. I believe it's a strong project in 2022, and definitely want to write it down, put it on a whiteboard. It's definitely something to think about. You never get it back at $1 again, I don't think, which is crazy. So it's still holding an 11x. Think about it. In a bear market, a lot of people are still up 11, 5, 6, 7, 8x. People, I mean, they were up even bigger, but people are still up holding this coin, which is quite interesting, right? On my crazy list of coins, do we have any big winners here or small? What's going down? We got some 25% EVX moving, right? We had meme coin doing a little bit of damage, back up 19%. We had Tesla, GME, Fluent. Hold on, is that really? Yeah, sorry. Roku, funny. CVC, back up 7%. getting some legs right there. Look at that massive candle for CVC, breaking that inverted head and shoulder pump. Now, this is what Bitcoin needs to do, like really break above the neckline and then come up for the next target. That's what we need, right? That's what we need. Are we going to get that? We shall see. You know, there's no guarantee of anything. So, no guarantee of anything. Lack of bearish momentum right there, though, as you can see a small and then boom, CVC. But again, like this is all bearish tones until you get above these bigger areas and start to show signs of life. Okay. It can happen just like down here. Eventually you do get up there. Eventually you do get up there. But it takes time. It takes time. Just scanning the market, like the entirety of the entire market. It's very true. It's watchful. You gotta be, you know, sold this thing at 13. Thank God we did, right? Got out at the top and never looked back. I mean, it's like, it's always tempting to think, you know, but damn, I mean, that was in a monster trade. But that was like the last real big monster trade I've had in a while because I've been watching the market closely. It's like, you know, I don't force what the market could or could not give me. I try to, you know, see what it can bring me first. Like this is looking pretty nice to me. COCOS. It's in a cup and handle, booming to the upside. This thing could do some damage. So I just got to put that out there. I'm looking at it. Look at the 1 hour. It wants to pop hard. There's resistance there, bouncing off that area. Showing signs of life at 131. Target would be about 172. So COCOS is on my radar. Not much else looks as bullish as COCOS does. So this thing is strong. I see a nice fat super chat coming my way. What's going down? 1999 from Keeler TA. Love tuning in each day. Sam, you're always representing what's this space is about. Teaching is your gift. Whether here or even around the blockchain with BitBoy, you absolutely kill it. Much love. Let's get it. Shout out to Keeler TA Crypto, man. Thank you so much for the 1999. You're the man. Slim pickings, but we been picking. Hey, we'll still get that money, regardless of where it's at. D. Kennedy, just curious if you liked, no financial advice, bro. I've been around. I know better. Thank you so much, D. Kennedy. And Matic. I love Matic. Matic's hot. I own a big old bag of Matic, and I don't see how I couldn't, right? I don't see how I couldn't. Thank you so much, D. Kennedy, for the multiple super chats. You're the man, dude. I really wish I'd seen you back out in Cocoa Beach. I do regret that a little bit. I do regret it a little bit. But for whatever reason, I wasn't meant to get out to Orlando. I wasn't meant to get out to Orlando. KNC for Bitcoin showing an inverted head and shoulder on the 1 hour. And people were bringing this up earlier today. My man was bringing it up, and he's usually pretty spot on, my man Dingo. So he's watching this ascending triangle, which also has the tones of an inverted head and shoulder. And it could break out and do some damage. KNC Bitcoin, watch this. This might hold its level while Bitcoin goes sideways, or this might make some poppage. So KNC for Bitcoin could be the trade. Not huge gains there, 8%, but it's looking like a tasty little treat on a piece, on a stick. I'm gonna stop tonight. I'm gonna stop on my Monday night. You know, Monday Night Football's not on anymore. I've gone a little, like, I have withdrawal. I have Monday Night Football withdrawal. Because Monday night's also trash night, right? So, like, you know, you take out the trash, you got football. It's kind of sad. Like, when Monday Night Football ends is a little, like, that's why I kind of, like, I know some people are like, you can't watch football. And I barely watch. I said I was going to, and I never watched as much as I wanted to. You know, it just didn't happen. But, you know, yeah. But, you know, it's just something. I used to work a night shift, and honestly, like, when you work a night shift, it's like anything is getting you. And so I have an old habit, because I have old habits. Worked a night shift for 6 years. So I'd be in the city, and, like, Monday nights, like, I could set a few computers up, do something, and I'd always go to, like, I'd go somewhere. And back when I didn't drink, back then I did when I was in my late 20s. And I'd order a beer, which I don't suggest, but, you know, that was my life. And I'd sit order a beer or two. I wouldn't drink a lot, though, even back then. 1 or 2 beers, and I'd sip on them. Like, I wasn't trying to get lit. I was just trying to get a little, like, just do something, really. The beer was really just something to do, like, get through it. Didn't even really like the taste of it, personally. Like, was never really a beer drinker. Just did it because it was a cool distraction and it was a little fun. Like, it was something I didn't always do. So, and I would watch, you know, I'd order some food and I'd watch the game. You know, I'd usually get there maybe at the, like, sometimes I watch it the second half or whatever, and then I go back upstairs to go to work. And I did that. That was my life. Isn't that awesome? Like, I was watching football games and eating while I was getting paid. Shout out to my old job. Can't get me now. Peace. But I ate food and went to restaurants all the time. I did whatever I wanted on that job. There was even some rumors, which I can't talk about, but there was other rumors of things that had occurred in maybe my boss's office. We'll just leave it at that. Oh my God. And they didn't involve my boss. Let's just make that real clear. Late at night, whatever that means. There was like so many rumors. I was notorious, man. Like, notorious. So funny. Shout out to anyone that ever worked with me. If you're on this live, don't tell anybody. Keep it to yourself. But this could be a cup and handle here. This is making some signs. So KNC, BTC, looking quite interesting, you know? Yeah. Oh man, just life is funny, right? Life is funny. Life is funny. I feel I do the same thing with my baby girl. Oh wait, that's from yesterday. Oh, that was today. Funny. That was today's chat. Funny. Same reviewer. Stop, man. Stop. Photocopying buttons. I'm shocked. Send in super chats for the deep dives. Chad Smith. Thank you, KNC, not to be confused with KFC. That's hilarious. You're making me hungry. You're making me hungry now. You're making me hungry. And just give it another look, KNC BTC. But that's like, you know, man, I used to trade ontology. This thing was hot. Everything's following this Bitcoin idea. And honestly, to me, if I had to place it, it's like bare pennant. Like, it's just like bare pennity, you know, like ascending triangle. But it's like, oh man, it's just tough, because if that is the case, we could see a meltdown on a lot of these little coins. MCC multi-chain capital. How is that coin doing? And let's take a look at Baby Lambo. How did BLINU do? How did little BLINU do? Baby Lamborghini, baby. How did little BLINU come back to me? BLINU, come back to me. Wow, look at Crown. Went over it earlier today, and that thing got lit. Lit. Look at that. That thing went lit. Woo! We went over this earlier today on the channel. Dude, this is why this channel is crazy. And Cryptomuser. Check out Cryptomuser with a great YouTube channel. 161. Get him to 1,000 subs. Let's show him how big the lifers are. Let's show the lifers that we can help his channel get big. That's how big the lifers are. Like, we can move channels up. Like, we can channel up. We can level channels up, you know, just on the lifer strength. Let's take a look at this though. Crown. We looked at it at the end yesterday, right? Here I am, same suit, same look, different channel, not different video. I'll fast forward. Wow, I talk a lot. That guy's annoying, huh? Then he's like, that wasn't the right one. Then I found the right one. Then I blamed him for saying it was the wrong one. Then I'm doing my thing while I'm yapping. Get to the chase. Shut your mouth over here. And we're talking about it going up. Went over the website, did a little bit of a deep dive on it. Then I got the baby and probably got sidetracked. Interesting. Got a little baby, man. But let me get back to the chart there. So there's the chat. And let's get into what we see now. So, like, there we have it. I mean, blast off. We were right there, then it came down, and then boom. Amazing. I tell you what, the lifers, someone told us to look at it. The lifers don't play around. That's 200% gains. Like, even from right there when we were looking at it, 120% gains. So, like, this is from earlier on the live. You know, and we probably looked at it like something like right around there, and it just started to break out. See? Come down, it was like, or maybe you could say those two levels were matching, fine, if you want it to be. So, like, right there, we looked at it. Even there, though, 103% gains in total. And even if you fell asleep and woke up, still at 47% on a whack day. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And it is a cup and handle, which I can't believe. And this is why we should always, always really respect the cuppy handy. The Sammy Cup and Handy, Samuel Cup and Handle. Sammy Cup and Handy strikes again with the blast to the upside. We were looking at this just earlier today. Looking at the crowd. A crowd is blasting all the way to the upside. I'll tell you what, I never thought this would get all the way up there, Kel. I mean, all the way up to 100 and some odd percent. I mean, that's insane. Bobby, I'll tell you what, Bobby, it's nuts. So, a cup and handle to the upside. Also, it's in a falling wedge type of thing. You could also, you know, you could scheme this as the possible move too. And that kind of gets you there, doesn't it? Pretty crazy, right? Algorithms, man, that's how they work. They grab anything they can and make the move. But that's a blast off. And we went over this earlier today on the live stream. So the live is hot. I'm telling you right now, the live is hot. Crown, man, you might not check it out. Check it out. I think it was Don't Save Her or Quentin. It was Quentin or Don't Save Her. I believe it was Quentin who led us into this. But I don't want to upset anyone if I get the wrong person. We went over this on the live. On the live. Crown banged on him. Crazy. That's crazy. Let's take a look at MCC. And look, Baby Lamborghini, though, up another 144%. Hold up. We talked about this, too. We were all over Baby Lamborghini. Like, I was like, this is the one of ones. Like, this is it. I was like, this is it. I don't know how I know which ones are it. It's just like, this is it. For me personally, I was like, this is it. I don't know about for y'all, but for me, it was like, wow. Wow. Blow off top. Wow. Baby Lamborghini for the win. Look, we talked about it here, up 272%. Baby Lamborghini, that is a parabola. Bang, bang, bang. It's the day of the Boo coin. BLINU, baby, BLINU. And anyway, and I would get in and get out of this if you got out like a bandit. Woo! Baby Lamborghini. And we were all over this one. Since we looked at it, I was all over it. You can't say I was not. Baby Lamborghini. And tomorrow I'll be like, I wasn't all over it. It's crap. I would, me personally, I would sell every penny of it and only put in what I could afford to lose now and just let it run, or like a moon bag, whatever. But Baby Lamborghini to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. That's crazy. $272% from when we first started getting it, and setup posted. So you can't say we don't crush it no matter what. I mean, I knew something was brewing. Baby Lamborghini to the upside, baby. Woo! Now there's the sell-off right now as we speak. Look at that. It was green when we started. Just be careful. That thing can go drop as fast as it can go up. Be very careful with these coins. If it's your new poo coin, just to be careful. BLINU, baby, BLINU. BLINU banging on them. Shout out to my BLINU crew, MCC. Let's take a look at multi-chain capital. Multi-chain capital up 46% too as well. Let's take a look at it over here. And I'm loving Dex Screener. I'm never going to the other place again. Dex Screener for life. So this thing's banging on him for the ETH right now. But it was already down a little bit. Take a look at it on the 4-hour. I see somewhat of a cup and handle brewing. See that cup with the handle there? And it's crazy. These go like, you saw that last cup and handle. It went parabolic. It just like ripped out of it and just went insane. Like, it's also, look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. I've seen that play out as a weird head and shoulder. I really have. See that? Neckline is there. And blast. It's a stretch though, and you normally would never have seen it if you haven't traded for years. Like, it wouldn't be apparent to you. You would be like, nah, like, you'd have to see that. But you never know, man. The last things that we looked at just banged on them, but you never know. I mean, broke out of the channel there that was in. There's your support. There's your next support. It's got to bump and keep it moving off that support. Bounce. This thing could do damage, though. It could. Market cap is small. We looked at it before on the website. Multi-chain capital. It's got the right idea. Right? Binance, Pancake Swap, View the Bridge. Right? But you buy MCC on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. We farm on multiple chains and return the profits to the holders. It's pretty kind of a cool idea if you think about it. If it's really going to do what it needs to do. It's a tiny boo coin though. 48% gain today. Market cap is 92 million and growing. This could get to $1 billion market cap. I really think it can. If they can just keep paying people enough and it makes people happy and it's a simple plan and it just works and it's multi-chain, they could be onto something. They didn't try to do too much. They just try to do something simple already but make it better. Projects like that tend to do well. So, you know, the market cap growing too makes me think it's substantial. Again, though, you got to do some more deep dives on your own. Check out the community. See what's happening. Let's see what their Twitter's looking at. 14,000, 20,000, 34,000 followers. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Multi-chain capital. So they're getting out there. And follow me here at CryptoLifer33. 4,000 followers. Thank you so much for the crypto Twitter love. I appreciate that. The character of the owners determines the destiny of the asset. Bitcoin, baby. BLINU. Crown. Satoshi runners. And look what he said, the floor here from Moon Carl. If Bitcoin does not hit 100,000 before the end of this year, then I'll delete my Twitter. That's crazy. Would he really do it though? But that's crazy. Spotify finally explains its policy, but hints, here's what the blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to mention any of the stuff, but whatever, you know. That's another one. Yeah, but follow me at CryptoLifer. Meet the 29-year-old woman teaming up with Cathie Wood to launch a Bitcoin ETF in the U.S. It's a big deal, right? 29 years old, launching an ETF in the U.S. with Cathie Wood. Arizona considers making Bitcoin legal tender. Check these out. Crypto news every day we're sending to you. Visa customers made $2.5 billion in crypto-linked payments in the fiscal 20 Q1. So that's my new social media team. Blasting that out to all social medias. Just doing cool news that's out there in a fun, interesting way. Stellar Lumens. I'll tell you right now, I don't like the patterns that I'm seeing. And I wouldn't be surprised if we end up sweeping some lows. So I just got to put that out there. I would be very, very careful. And I would be easy. Even Cardano, hugging the dollar region. Hugging the dollar like it's like the end of its life, you know. Tried to break out of this inverted, couldn't really do it. It can't get above 106. Like, this thing is fighting. However, unlike Bitcoin, which is interesting, a lot of altcoins are oversold on the daily. So we shall see. Cardano has a different thing going on. Let's take a look at ADA BTC. Might be a good play this week because you can see they're offset right now. Yeah, look at this. So I'm looking at ADA BTC. Bit of a cup and handle movement here. I'd watch this closely. It's sitting precariously. The ADA DEX is starting to move. AVAX, the decentralized DEX for Cardano. We're seeing that as well. So just be, interesting. Looking at some ADA Cardano. Just write this down. Keep it on your radar. Nothing has to, nothing set in stone. Just write this down. Keep it on your radar. Nothing set in stone, but just ADA BTC. Starting to see like ADA might be showing some bullish signs against Bitcoin. Kathy Wood, boss lady. Yeah, I had a small bag when I mentioned, when you said there was something about it, I doubled up. The market's been doing the opposite of what we think, or what the charts are showing. Clearly the big movers are Zen, AVAX, Sol, and Ren, and Luna. Zen's been all right. We'll take a look at AVAX. AVAX on the forefront, great chain, great movement. But again, daily overbought without big movement. Like you didn't break higher highs, and it's just usually that tells me there's more downside, and I've used that for a long time. So again, this isn't amazing trading for everybody, right? It's tough. Bitcoin will bounce though. Even if we're in a bear market, Bitcoin's going to bounce and put in a higher high. I believe Bitcoin's going to do something up here, and then we could even tumble. I still believe there's at least some rally in here to get us some gains, and then we can short, and we'll be really ready for this short because we've been really kind of premiered. My team, my group, I've seen you trading so much better. I'm seeing people use the longs, the 3S's, the 3 longs. You guys are realizing that that's survival of the fittest at this point. We got to use what we can to make money no matter what's happening out there, So it's been tougher trading than ever. I love it when I can post 10 charts a day. My analysts, all of us are free falling. It's amazing. Free falling is just like, charts are everywhere. The knowledge, but it's been tough, but I will get us through this no matter what. I will find that bottom. I don't care how long it takes me. I don't care how many hotel rooms I have to go to and use their Wi-Fi. I caught you there, right? But the thing about... I had to. I'm sorry. It's wrong. What are you going to do? You can take the kid out of Boston, but you can never take the Boston out of the kid, What are you going to do, this kid over here? My uncle took him home from Boston. Came to New York. He embarrassed everybody. He said bagel. When we said bagel, the kid walked in the room. He said, hey, can I get a bagel? Can you believe it? He said bagel, brother. Bagel like a freaking, what is he, a farmer? I couldn't believe it. The kid said bagel like it was in a bag. It's a bagel, man. You're in New York. The New Yorkers couldn't get over the fact that I would say bagel. I'm going to go get a bagel. They'd be like, what did you just say? I'm like, a bagel. What? And they'd look at me like, he said bagel. Like, I was in an independent film once, and we were actually at a restaurant. I was like, I'm going to go get a bagel. And he's like, what did you say? I'm like, and he said, dude, I'm right. And then they started laughing. The director and the producer of the movie started laughing so hard. And they were like, we're writing that in the movie. Like, that's going to be, we're shooting that scene right now. They're like, we're going to put it up. Just ask for a bagel. And I was like, what? And like, I never got it because like I'm from Boston. And like, I tried to get it, but I was like, and the scene played out in front of New Yorkers when we went to the premiere. And I remember watching the scene, and I'm like, I walk up and I'm like, let me get a bagel. And like, the entire freaking place laughed. And like, I had to laugh with everybody. But like, I don't know if I was embarrassed or if I was laughing with everybody. Like, to this day, like, as I laughed in front of like, 200 people or more laughing, I wasn't sure if like they were laughing at me or laughing with me, but like, whatever. Like, I was in the movie, right? So But it was such an awkward moment for me. Freaking, what are you calling this, a bagel, man? So people made a huge deal out of that. I'll always remember, like, don't say bagel in New York, I guess. Like, and I guess people in Boston don't even say bagel. Like, I'm a weirdo. Like, no one says that. Everyone's like, what did he say? Kid's a strange duck, you know? Anyway, multi-chain capital. And there's Bitcoin on the monthly candle close. And I think we did a wonderful monthly candle close. We got it off and popping. It was supposed to be about an hour. I think we went a little over. I'll sub just because of his dedication with the suit. Look at that, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I wore it all day long. I wore it since the first morning. I didn't take it off. And this is kind of crazy. Like, I wore it all day long because I have OCD. Like, this is part of my OCD, right? It's like, and then my wife, who thought it was funny, she took a video of me while I was wearing it, while I was like doing housework. And then she posted it to the group, thinking it was hilarious. So I gotta watch the wiper. You never know what the crypto wiper's doing. So this is me. I'm cleaning off my deck with a broom. Because you don't really need a shovel. You just can broom it off, you know, because you get through the holes there. Someone's like, he's wearing Jordans in his suit. And I was just like, you know, so funny. Anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of the live stream. This is my favorite jam, though. Beam looking spicy. Front row is the only thing that's kind of might be tasty tonight. Possible tastiness. Look at that. Could be juicy. You never know. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, someone just did. Thank you so much. Very nice of you. Crypto Hippos. Honey Finance. What did you do, honey? What did you do? We could have had a good time, me and Honey. But they didn't play us right. They didn't play us right. There we are for the night. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for being here. Thank you for jumping on in to the Bitcoin Citadel. I'm going to go hang out and sit. I'm going to go hang out and sit on the couch. I'm going to go hang out and sit on the couch. Read a book. Put a Bitcoin pillow behind my head and watch the full Earth. I think it's a full Earth tonight, so get it like a full moon. I heard it was a full Earth tonight, so I think I'm gonna watch that and then go to bed. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'll see you on the next live stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you so much for your constant support and your love, the super chats, and for jumping on into the live stream. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Be safe. Have a wonderful time. I'll see everyone in the groups. If you want to join my trading group, hit the links below. If you want tutoring, hit the links below. If you want to jump into my trading tomorrow, real quick, actually, I should talk about it. Tomorrow, I do a trading course, a Bitcoin trading course. Good time in a corrective market, to get your trading sense about you and get learning. So 2 hours beginner's course. Jump on in every Tuesday from 3 to 5. That'll change your life. So that'll be tomorrow from 3 to 5. Email cryptolifers@gmail to pay in cryptocurrency. It's $100. The best investment you can do for $100. I'll teach you so much face-to-face in a Zoom call, in a group Zoom. And I'll see you there tomorrow, 3 to 5. I'll also be on the live stream. We'll talk about it again. Back to the Citadel. So as we end the live stream, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for giving me your most precious asset, and that is your time. I'll see you all in the next live stream. At the end of every live stream, we say 1, 2, 3. Crypto is